What all matrices do you collect and why? I think one of the frequently asked questions for service organization Scrum Master. So if you are going for a Scrum Master role in a company who is expected to work on a lot of outsourcing projects, you may get asked these questions. Now, you need to look at your own real implementation of Scrum and look at what kind of matrices you are collecting and how they are helping you and your team to perform better and improve your Scrum processes. Now, that part you need to figure it out. The only thing I want to advise is be clear about the objective of these matrices. Now, if you start thinking of that goal of this team is to achieve higher velocity, and if as a Scrum Master that is something you start communicating in your team, there is a high probability that you will not get the benefits associated with high velocity, but you will see the high velocity. Because when we start focusing on the matrix itself, then it becomes the goal and we forget or we lose the benefits it was intended to bring. Now you may get confused how it can happen. There is a high probability that you show a high velocity, but there is a lot of technical debt in the code. Then now it will take longer time to produce or clean up the code on a next sprint onwards or after some time. You may start compromising on a complex story which was taking time to clarify, and you pick up something which was clear enough. You just make sure that you get something done and get the velocity, but you end up missing the right priority work. So be clear where you want to focus when you talk about velocity. Yes, you can talk about the generic frequently used matrices which are mostly seen in Scrum implementation like burn down chart. Be clear about the goal of a burn down chart, because the interviewer may want to ask what is an intent of burn down chart. Do talk about velocity, do talk about the value it adds, and do talk about the risk it adds. Because velocity can also be a dangerous metrics to start talking about. You can also talk about lead times, you can talk about the release level burn down chart or any other metrics which is used in your context. My suggestion is whatever metrics you talk, you should have some historical data to show to the interviewer that this is how this matrix has performed in last 6-7 months in my context. If you are just making up something in your mind, then be clear that you may get caught, because the person will ask, okay, tell me about this specific metrics in your project environment. Second, be clear about the uses, what kind of inferences you make from those matrices and how do you communicate those inferences to your development team during the retrospective, or how do you make it visible to the development team so that they look at those matrices during retrospectives and make good use of it. So don't get into a trap. Do use metrics, but focus on the real outcomes and behavioral change which you want to expect from your Scrum implementation.